Hello everybody, Ray here, and welcome to another video. In this video, today we'll be doing a reading of a very classic story, The Slender Man. Now, I'm not going to be reading the original creepypasta that was made of this story. That would be tall, thin, and faceless. Instead, I'm going to be starting off where the Slender Man story actually began, which is from Eric Knudsen, or Victor Surge as he was known online. I'm going to be reading all of his stories, starting from his earlier stories from the Photoshop competition that Slender Man all started off on, to all the other stories he's written that I can find on DeviantArt. Anyways, without further ado, hope you all enjoy the video. Let's get to reading. Let the Children. We didn't want to go. We didn't want to kill them. But its persistent silence and outstretched arms horrified and comforted us at the same time. 1983. Photographer unknown. Presumed dead. Sterling City. One of two recovered photographs from the Sterling City Library blaze, notable for being taken the day which 14 children vanished, and for what is referred to as the Slender Man. Deformities cited as film defects by officials. Fire at library occurred 1 week later. Actual photograph confiscated as evidence. 1986. Photographer Mary Thomas. Missing since June 13th, 1986. I'm sorry to interrupt this whole video right here. I just kind of want to acknowledge the fact that there isn't going to be very much reading with this next short story because it's kind of most of the story is kind of in the photo, and the photo's kind of low quality and it's hard for me to read. So I'm just going to be reading the description. If y'all are able to read, what's in the photo, that's good. I'm sorry that I can't really read it to y'all. My brain hurts. So, yeah. Anyways, back to the video. Retribution. File to be destroyed immediately. SMW0001-458. The Wilkes Estate. In 1994, Wilkes Estate. One subject reported nothing out of the ordinary before taking photograph. Lower stairs area was said to be very dark. Subject states that after the camera flash, she heard a sound like a watermelon being unable to understand subject. May 25th, 1993. Subject unable to recall events after manor power failure. Unable to question other two identified subjects. Camera and film acquired from Gloria Creedy. Current resident of Woodview Mental Hospital and Psychological Rehabilitation Clinic. Film mostly uncontaminated despite mass of blood and human tissue present on camera. No positive ID on anomalous tall, slender object. Facial blur caused by possible contamination. June 7th, 1993. Early digital analysis indicates tall subject may have no eyes. Anomalies previously thought to be film errors and flash artifacts now thought to be appendages. June 10th, 1993. Final identified subject reported missing along with 33 patients and staff of Woodview Mental Hospital and Psychological Rehabilitation Clinic, South Wing. June 18th, 1993. Further inquiry to cease immediately. See report number 3339-2. Steinman Woods. Both subjects were hunting in the Steinman Woods 4 hours before sundown. Surviving subject states that, while hunting, both men grew uneasy as fog levels rapidly increased. A constant murmuring sound, accompanied by a low hum, evidently became apparent to the two men an hour after the fog increased. An object falling out of tree struck one of the men on the left shoulder, causing him to discharge his weapon. Object said to be the body of a man of unknown age. It was very precisely dissected, with major internal organs still contained within the ribcage and what looked like clear plastic bags. Surviving subject placed the organ bag within backpack. Attack followed several minutes later after a low children's laugh like a giggle. Surviving subject ran until he reached his vehicle. Subject then drove to assumed safety. Backpack destroyed. Surviving subject is classified as B7 witness. B7 witness to be placed in quarantine blind box until resolution. Steinman Woods retcon. 2007, investigation team discovered 22 bodies of both genders and various ages impaled on broken tree branches in a radiating circle pattern, with chest mutilation as often noted with Slender Man. Upon confirmation, lead investigator redacted called for immediate evacuation of investigation team at 1700 hours. Bodies first discovered at 1100 hours. Deadline for safe evacuation of team with only viewed physical evidence of Slender Man, approximately 1730. Lost contact of team at 1725. Safety procedures fell well within established protocols. Reason for abnormality is unknown. Second team recovered camera equipment 1 week later. Slenderman's safety procedures require this incident's physical photographic evidence to be disposed of by no later than 10/20.
I honestly don't get what half of this shit means. I'm done with this Slenderman stuff. It's starting to make me uneasy. It's like reading the GBS ghost story threads before I go to bed. Why do I have to look at this stuff while it's super late? Luckily, my friend's coming over. Slenderman house call.
My friend is here, just came in, barely made it up the stairs, got a picture, locked the door, but it's right there in the hall. Don't look at its pictures. It doesn't want to be known about. Don't look.
I know there's a whole lot more stories after this. Well, not a whole lot more. There's like a couple graffiti art, and there's one last story called Facility Camera 34, and that's the last story. But that story is so long compared to all the other stories, and it made making this video super stressful. I couldn't do it anymore. I was so stressed out by how much work it was giving me. I had to stop the video here. I might make a part 2. I'm not sure, but for now I'm taking a long break from this video. It has caused me a lot more stress than I thought it would. But I guess for now this is part 1, maybe, until I decide to make a part 2. I just got really, really stressed out by how long this video was getting. I almost completely canceled this video because of it. I decided to take the parts that I had before I started reading the graffiti art and the final story, and I'm just gonna upload this for now, and I'll upload part 2 whenever I feel ready to. For now, this is what we have. Anyways, I just wanted to get into these stories because I wanted to just you know, I guess share my appreciation towards the original origins of Slender Man, because it's actually very fascinating and very interesting. And honestly, I think it's really good. I highly recommend that you go to Victor Surge's DeviantArt and check out all the stories for yourself. It'll do way better justice than I probably could. um, but yeah, that's all I need to say about that. We all have an amazing day. I'll catch you all another time.